Hats up, everyone. Today, we're going to break down everything you need to know about Swordland Showdown, one of the most rewarding alliance events in the game. A lot of players enter this event thinking that winning the match is the only thing that matters. But that's actually not true. The biggest mistake players make is focusing only on the final result instead of understanding how the reward system works. In Swordland Showdown, there are two types of rewards: alliance rewards and personal rewards. Alliance rewards are determined by which alliance earns the most alliance relic points. If your alliance finishes with more relic points than the enemy, you enter the winner's bracket. If not, you enter the loser's bracket. Personal rewards work differently. They are based entirely on your personal relic points. This means that even if your alliance loses, you can still earn some of the best rewards available if your personal score is high enough. Because of this, your goal should always be to maximize both alliance points and personal points throughout the battle. Now let's talk about how you actually earn those points. The first and most obvious method is capturing and holding buildings. As soon as a building is captured for the first time, the alliance receives an instant bonus of relic points. After that, players occupying the building continue generating points over time. Not all buildings are equal, though. The Sword Shrine gives the highest amount of points in the event. Right behind it are the Sanctums. These locations should always be considered high-priority objectives because they contribute heavily toward your alliance score. However, simply sitting inside buildings for the entire battle isn't enough to maximize rewards. Many players make that mistake and end up missing out on valuable personal points. The second way to earn points is through arsenal supplies. Whenever a building changes ownership, special loot crates appear around that structure. Players can send marches to collect these crates and earn both alliance relic points and personal relic points. These supplies are incredibly valuable because they provide instant points without requiring long occupation times. Whenever a major building changes hands, you should immediately look for these crates and collect as many as possible before the enemy gets them. The third method is gathering from undersellers. These special gathering locations appear later during the battle. They are not marked as obvious objectives, so many players ignore them completely. Once they spawn, you can send troops to gather from them just like a resource node. The point generation is slower than other methods, but over time they can contribute a significant amount of relic points. If your alliance controls the battlefield and you have extra marches available, undersellers are a great way to gain additional score. The fourth method is combat. And honestly, this is where many players earn the majority of their personal points. Every time you defeat enemy troops, you gain personal relic points. Attacking enemy troops gives more points than defending against them, which means active players usually score much higher than passive players. This is why sitting safely inside your starting zone is usually a bad idea. The event rewards activity. The more battles you participate in, the faster your personal score grows. Now let's discuss some important event mechanics that every player should know. One of the biggest advantages in Swordland Showdown is that there are no permanent troop losses. Every troop that would normally die simply becomes injured. The battlefield infirmary also has unlimited capacity. This means you can fight aggressively without worrying about losing troops permanently. And here's something many players forget. If your infirmary becomes full of injured troops, you can leave the battlefield completely. After a 12-minute cooldown, you can re-enter with all your troops fully healed. This is often much more efficient than spending large amounts of healing speedups during the event. Another important mechanic is the free teleport system. Throughout the battle, players receive rechargeable advanced teleports and march speedups. Don't save these items. Use them aggressively. The alliances that move quickly across the map usually have a huge advantage over alliances that stay in one location for the entire battle. Now let's talk about the special buildings and why they matter. Many players focus only on the Sword Shrine and ignore everything else. That can actually be a mistake. Several utility buildings provide powerful bonuses that can completely change the outcome of the battle. The Bell Tower reduces capture time for buildings. This helps your alliance secure objectives faster and collect valuable first capture bonuses before the enemy. the royal stables, reduce teleport cooldowns. This allows your team to reposition much faster and react to threats across the map. The Hall of Reformation provides powerful combat buffs, increasing damage dealt while reducing damage taken. During long battles, this advantage becomes extremely noticeable. Then there is the mercenary camp. While it can be useful, it is generally considered lower priority than the other special buildings because its impact on scoring is smaller. A successful alliance understands which objectives are worth fighting for and which objectives can be temporarily ignored. Now let's move on to battle strategy. The most important factor in Swordland Showdown is coordination. A well-organized alliance with good communication can often defeat stronger opponents simply because everyone is working toward the same objective. Alliance leaders should mark targets clearly and communicate priorities throughout the battle. Strong players should focus on leading rallies, defending critical buildings, and attacking enemy positions. Mid-level players should reinforce important structures and support rallies whenever possible. Meanwhile, support players should focus on collecting arsenal supplies, gathering from undersellers, and reinforcing key objectives. Every player has a role to play. One mistake many alliances make is overcommitting to a single building. For example, if your entire alliance stacks inside the Sword Shrine and ignores the rest of the map, the enemy can simply capture multiple other buildings and outscore you over time. Winning Swordland Showdown is about controlling the battlefield, not just controlling one structure. You should constantly watch for opportunities to capture enemy buildings that have been occupied for a long period of time. Why? Because long-held buildings often generate huge numbers of arsenal supplies when captured. These supplies can provide massive amounts of relic points and can completely swing the scoreboard late in the match. Finally, let's talk about the most important lesson in this entire event. Don't focus only on winning. Focus on rewards. Winning helps, but personal relic points are just as important. Capture buildings, collect arsenal supplies, gather from undersellers, participate in combat, use your teleports aggressively, and stay active from start to finish. Players who understand this balance consistently earn the highest rewards, whether their alliance wins or loses. And that's everything you need to know about Swordland Showdown. If your alliance follows these principles, communicates effectively, and stays active throughout the battle, you'll put yourself in the best possible position to maximize rewards and dominate the event. Good luck out there, and I'll see you in the next guide.